That's me. Isaiah 26:19 says, thy dead men shall live. Together with my dead body shall they rise. Awake and sing, ye that dwell in dust. For thy dew is as the dew of herbs, and the earth shall cast out what?
The dead.
So the earth is going to cast out the dead. You see? We're going to be restored to spiritual life. See, thy dead men shall live. Together with my dead body shall they arise. Now, who is this speaking? It's the Bible speaking. It's God speaking in the voice of the future Christ. Jesus. You see, with my dead body. Jesus rose from the dead. Just like Jesus rose from the dead, he's saying, just as I'm going to rise from the dead, my dead body going to rise. Guess what? Your dead body is going to rise. We're going to come up one day. And when that day comes, you'll never forget it. John 5:28. That's my mommy. John 5:28. Give me 28 and 29.
Okay. Marvel not at this, for the hour is coming in which all that are in the grave shall hear his voice, and shall come forth, they that have done good unto the resurrection of life, and they that have done evil unto the resurrection of damnation.
See, there it is again. So it's letting us know. It's all in the Bible. It's in the Old Testament. Then we shift over here to the New Testament. Marvel not. Marvel means don't be surprised at this, for what I'm about to say next. For the hour is coming. There's a time coming. In the which all, not some people, it didn't say some. It said all that are where? On the planet Earth?
In the graves.
No, in the graves. That's right. Shall hear his voice. So that means only 3 or 4 people are going to hear his voice, right?
All the dead people.
All the people that are dead in the graves shall hear his voice. A comma goes there before verse 29, so it continues on. And shall come forth. They that have done really, really bad, right? Unto the resurrection of life. That ain't what it said. There.
They that do good.
They that do what?
Good.
They that do what?
Good.
Now, who told you that?
The Bible.
Now, a lot of people going to come and tell you, like, that's not, What's it? People going to say, no, you're trying to work your way to heaven. You can't do good and go to heaven.
Well, the Bible says you have to do good.
Didn't the Bible just say
It
that?
says if you do done evil, you're going to hell.
That's right. Where it said that?
It says
Keep going. Yeah.
damnation.
And they that have done evil unto the resurrection of damnation. No matter what happens, whether you were good or whether you're bad, you're still going to come out of the grave. You have to have a judgment. You see, we're going to talk about that on the next after resurrection of the dead. But there has to be a judgment coming. That's eternal judgment there. So you have to come out of the grave first, and then you go to judgment. There's a point on the man after wants to die, but then after this, the judgment. So once you resurrect, then you're going to see God. You're going to go see the Master. You're going to stand there by yourself with him, and nobody's going to be there. You got to answer for everything that you ever did. Go ahead, Perry.
Where do you go before you get judged?
Okay. Depends on how you were living on planet Earth. Were you saved? If you were saved, you'll go to heaven. Your soul will go to heaven. Your soul. Your soul could go to hell too. And you will sit there and wait wherever you go. If you had to go to hell, you're going to go there and wait. And then there's a day coming where death and hell are going to call up everything. Everybody's in their graves. Go to Revelation real quick. We'll end up going there anyway later on. But go to Revelation real quick just to answer this question. Revelation chapter 21. Or chapter 20. Sorry. Chapter 20.
Yes.
Give me verse 13, Paris.
20.
Yeah, chapter 20, verse 13.
Yeah. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them.
Stop. Who? Death and who?
Hell.
Delivered up what?
The dead that were in them.
Which were in them.
Which one?
So death and hell gave up some people. What kind of people?
The dead people.
That were where?
In them.
In them. So death and hell. So where you said where are we gonna go until that day? Till judgment. Okay, so death and hell, they got some people down there. But now judgment day is here. So now there's some people that hell have to give up. Hell's like, no, these my people. No. Let me get them. Well, where they going? Keep reading. Verse,
In the middle of verse 13.
yeah, middle verse 13, get that.
And they were judged, every man according to their works.
And they were judged. So you came out of hell. You was down in hell. Now you coming from the frying pan and you going into the fire, which is the lake of fire. Verse 15. Go verse 14 and 15. Read that there.
And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire.
So you come from hell and go to the lake of fire. Now hell is one of the worst places that you could ever go. Hell is a place that you can't endure it at all. There's nowhere in the world we can make it. You can't endure it. It's horrible. Now, hell is like a paradise compared to the lake of fire. That's where the devil is going. And the false prophet and the beast, all the beasts of the Revelation, all of them, they're going there. And you going too. If you can't figure out a way to please the Lord in heaven. We have to figure out a way to please God. There's so many people on earth right now that are not pleasing God. They can't please him. Why? Because they don't want to obey his voice. I've asked so many people. I was talking to some people today. I'll get you in a minute. I was talking to some people today about coming to Bible study. They didn't want to come to Bible study. That's the last thing they tried to do. Now, if I said we got some, did y'all want to come over? I get the same people on the phone like, listen, y'all want to come over? Because we having something in my house. They be like, what you having, Bible study? No, I got some Hennessy and some Jack Daniels. And we was getting ready. We get ready to have some fun. We got the music. I got the stereo, man. I got some brand new 15s, man. 15-inch woofer speakers. Man, we got 2 of them. We're going to put all the jams on, man. We're going to play all the jams. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you make it, man. We're going to have all... We're going to get high. Don't tell nobody, but we're going to get high a little bit. And they go, man, before... the phone was like, dude. Somebody been at the door. I'm like, wait a minute. What the... How'd you get here that fast, man? You said you had some Hennessy, right? Some drinks. Where is that? You know, they're going to find that you're going to get high, man. People going to be all right. Y'all say, nah, I was talking about high on the word of God. Jesus, we're going to get drunk on the word. Oh, man, see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like y'all Christians, man. Y'all be liars, too. I was talking spiritually. You thought I was talking for real. You thought I was literally.
Spiritual.
You know what I mean? Yeah, spiritual. Jack Daniel. Spiritual high. They called it natural high. That we used to go to when I was in juvenile. Go ahead, Perry.
I got a question about the verse 13. It said,
Okay.
and the sea gave up the dead.
Oh, you over Revelation.
What does that mean?
The sea gave up the dead. Okay, so some people in the world have been thrown into the sea. Like, say you was out at shipwreck, a bunch of people on a big boat, a big cruise ship. The boat went down, and they were dead. The bodies. Let's talk about the bodies. Those bodies in there, they're going to give up. They're coming up. They're coming up out of that water. So you get a lot of, all right, tell you what. Some people get graves, and some people don't. Some people have souls. There's a soul that's going to come for judgment here. And then there's bodies also that are going to be resurrected as well. So the sea will have some dead in it. That'll be your natural body. Your soul went to hell. So hell's going to give up your spirit. You have to appear for judgment. There's going to be a body and soul coming back together. That's why I don't believe in cremation. You know, I don't cremate my body. I'm not going to cremate my body. Don't burn my body. I need to be buried. Now, being burnt in the Bible, go read it. Anywhere in the Bible, if you're burnt, that is a curse. You were cursed. Go read it. Go figure out whose bodies were burnt. It was a curse. It was a law against you. God condemned you or something. Something happened and you got burnt. You would get burnt. Your whole family would get burnt too in certain places of the Bible. They would burn you. You break a law of God, God say, kill him! With stones. Take all the stones and rocks and smash his whole entire head. And when you get done, after he's dead, what do you want us to do with him, God, after we done, when we just go ahead and bury him? Burn him. Wait a minute, now that's just cruel and unusual punishment. Burn him. God ain't got that stuff. God wasn't playing. But anyway, the sea gives up the dead. The people that died in there, the bodies that were in there. Bin Laden.
The Titanic people.
The Titanic people, the people in those airplane that not too long ago, that went down, they couldn't find none of the people in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Bin Laden, remember Bin Laden? His body gonna come up out of there. So everybody, it's a whole lot of people died at sea. Just in case you didn't know, whole lot, probably half the earth died at sea. If people live at sea, and that's where they live. It's children that are born at sea and never seen land before. Well, at least that's what I saw in the movie. Maybe that's probably the movie. But I'm telling you, man, they said, man.